Hello my beautiful people, it is Cherry Hut here and I am back with another video.
Talk dirty to me.
Alright guys, this is another little intermission. I'm doing an intermission just because like I'm releasing these videos at the time that I'm sort of releasing content on my website. So, for my OnlyFans, girlies and men who create content and who are stuck on content on what to create, all my girlies who text me asking for my tipping menu to have a look, I've actually made tipping menus to purchase, so you just purchase them and then you can send them out. It's like menu 1 and menu 2. Menu 1 has a part 1 and a part 2. It's like right next to each other, so you'll be able to see it. The menu 1, like part 1, is just like the basics, and then the extras is the part 2. So the extras is like, you know, going more deep into like feet and kink and, you know, the types of different custom photos you can get, whereas the basics is just like basic, you know, 6 custom photos, like this, that, and the other. You can have a look on my website. I'm also just released the January 2023 calendar, so every single day has different ideas for your feed and PPV, so your pay-per-view, and caption. So every single day has 3 different things on it. The calendar is $15 and the tipping menus are $10. I will be releasing more tipping menus as the days go on, and as well as the calendars, I'll also be doing that. I'm hoping to have by the end of next week a lot more calendars out so you guys can start planning next year's content, but yeah, or start shooting it because I've already planned it for you, so you just shoot it instead. My December calendar is also out, but yeah, let's get on with the video. I just want to sort of do a little interjection for you guys while I'm editing. If you guys are new here, If you guys are new here, I'm an Australian stripper from the Vault in Ruthven in Toowoomba. I work Australia's most rewarded strip club. I do also run the social media. I'm working Thursday, Friday, Saturday. For December, it's going to be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So we're going to get some longer vlogs in for you guys. They've been a little bit short lately, but trying to vlog as much more like I used to. I used to be able to do like hour-long vlogs. They've been a bit short recently. I just don't know, like I feel like the hour-long vlogs everyone really liked until they were too long, and then the short ones people don't like as much. I prefer short videos because I am a little bit ADHD. Not little, huh? Prime example. I am a lot, so I prefer short videos, but that's also why I make TikToks for people like me, so if you guys want to go see shorter vlogs. But yeah, tonight, this is the hair. We're getting better, guys. We're getting better. We're nailing it down. It's getting slightly better. It's looking cuter. Just can't wait till it's about like here. It starts looking like, ooh. I don't know. We'll get there eventually. But what am I even wearing? I'm wearing my unicorn set that I wore last Saturday. Hoping we can end up with an over $2 grand over $2 grand week. Send your prayers up to the strip gods. Last week I had a horrible migraine. Didn't work Saturday. Went out Saturday. It was very interesting. I met a few of you guys out actually. You guys were really sweet. Really enjoyed it. But yeah, on that note, I'm gonna go to work. I'm gonna see how much money we can make. I'm hoping it can be like another $500 a night like last Thursday. Last Thursday got 7 people in the bondage room in my first 15 minutes of being there. That was like I made $450 commission, which is pretty damn good. So fingers crossed, praying the stripper gods that it can be a night like that tonight. And yeah, I'll see you guys when I'm there and we're ready to make some moolah. Alright guys, so I'm at work now. Update, I will not be doing my hair like this again because the side has fallen out. Brooklyn's telling me that men are stupid and they won't figure it out, but it's just for me. This side's cute though, don't know about this side. Other than that, there's not many people in the club right now at all. But the night's young.
But they could be big
spenders. There was a talk about one of the guys wanting to do a half a night, but I think he's already got a girl, so yeah, big sad. But it's fine, it's like 8 o'clock, I'm a little late. 8:03 to be exact. So I'm gonna, oh actually no, my hair's fine after I brush it. I'm gonna head out onto the floor now and try to hustle out as much as I can. I've still got something in my eye, and I want to get out of my eye. But other than that, we Gucci. Let's go make some more hair. Alright guys, so it's like, what time is it? You're not in the back, you're all good. 9:17. Alright guys, it is 9:17. I have had a 15-minute with one guy who was really just draining to dance for because like I couldn't tell if he was just gonna lick me or like try to kiss me, so it was just not a vibe. And then one of my old regulars, one guy when I first started, he booked me for half an hour intervals for like 8 hours, and I just ran into him then, so that was really sweet. He's really nice. He said he will book me later on, but it probably won't be like the last time that he booked me. He did come in like maybe like a year ago, and he booked me for like a half an hour, so that's pretty decent. But other than that, there's not much going on. There's a few people in here that I've danced for before, but they're not buying dances at the moment, so we'll see. I think they're waiting for main stage to open up, which opens up at like, well, it was supposed to open up at 9, so probably in a little bit, but yes, I'm feeling a bit tired. Should have had some Red Bull or something. I'm a bit exhausted. Like, I need to yell. Alright guys, it's been a while since I've seen you. So last night I left. It's been a while since I've seen you. So I got a 15-minute at the beginning like I talked about, and then I got a 5-minute with this one guy, and he didn't speak our language, but I was like trying my best. I told him about 16 times that what the rules were outside, and then I told him like, you know, he was like, I'm like, no, you cannot, you can't do this. You can't touch yourself in that way. So then in the lap dance, and I brought him in there into the lap dance, paid for 5 minutes, brought him in there, and I was like, okay, scoot your booty up, like, you know how I say it when I'm like, scoot your booty up so I don't actually knee you on the balls. Yeah. He kept scooting down. He scooted the whole way down and then lifted off his shirt, and I was like, no, back up, like, you gotta put your booty up, and he kept sliding further down the wrong way. So he was like full on planking it. And I'm like, no, get up. No, seriously, that's what he was doing. Seriously. And I was like, no, up. And I had to literally smack his ass and be like, put it up against this. And then he still didn't get it. And then he kind of half scooted up, and I was like, more. I sounded like a fucking left, like, what do you mean? Anyways, he was so shitty during the dance when he was like, can I? And I was like, no, you cannot do this. I've told you so many times you cannot do that. Tried to take off his shirt, tried to take off his pants. I was like, no. Anyway, so I did that 5-minute dance. And then that guy I was talking about that booked me in half an hour intervals for like 8 hours when I first ever started dancing. He booked me for 30 minutes. And then I just had this really drunk guy that Brooklyn made a bet with that he wouldn't get in. And then he ended up by getting in because he wasn't really that drunk. And then Brooklyn lost $400 and then he booked me for half an hour. And then he was like, oh, I've still got plenty of time to book you again. And it's like, he doesn't. He can't book again. So I'm getting dressed now and I'm going to bed because I was going to go gym, but I'm too exhausted. I can't do it. Not right now. I just need a good feed and to go to bed.
I need a good feed.
Me too.
I just don't know what I feel like.
Same.
I get home, I have like meat at home and I'm like, I'm not cooking it.
I've got my little fajita in here, but I don't know if I feel like a fajita, to be quite honest. Fajita.
What is that?
It's this thing
like an enchilada.
It's this thing that I always make. This thing.
Chicken fajita.
Yeah, it's the thing I always make back here, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, it smells so good."
Anyways, you get bored of those?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I do, but it helps me get those gains. So, gotta do what I gotta do.
It's just so boring.
I don't eat those every night.
I was gonna say, I turn into a frittata.
I do change them. Fajada. What do you just call it? A fajada? What the fuck is a fajada?
You say enchilada as well.
Yeah, it didn't work out very well for you. Fajita.
Fajita.
Anyways, alright. I'm gonna get changed now. See you guys tomorrow. Hi guys, so it is now Friday. It feels weird working on Friday knowing I'm working on Saturday now that I've had like the last 2 Saturdays off. I've done my hair, I've sort of like brushed it out. It's just sort of a bit poofy. I don't really know if I'm liking this style, but I'm gonna keep just rolling with it until someone tells me otherwise. Do we like the straight hair more or do we like this more? Because this is definitely more like blowout 90s vibes, which I'm really into, but I think it looks a bit funky because my hair's a bit short at the moment, and I feel like if my hair gets a bit longer, it'll be more of a vibe, but I don't know at the moment. I don't know, I don't know. But anyways, yesterday, I'm gonna insert some clips. So what happened is I was going to go to the gym, was shaking up my protein shake. Nothing was going right either. Oh my God, nothing was going right either. Get your head out of the gutter. Nothing was going right. So I accidentally didn't put the lid on it properly, and I shook it 3 times before I realized it was flying everywhere. I'm like, beautiful. As you can see, the way I admit defeat is actually hilarious. Didn't end up by going to the gym because I was like this, done, I'm done, we're done, I'm done. But it was a pretty good night actually last night, I'm not gonna lie. I've had some pretty good Thursdays again. Ooh, I actually think I made more this Thursday than I did last Thursday, so how good's that? So I did a 15-minute, and then I did a 5-minute, and then I did a half an hour, another half an hour with the same guy, and then another half an hour with someone different. So all up was $5.40, and then I made $50 in tips, and then I got a tip right at the end for $10. So all up yesterday I made $600 for the night, which is definitely not bad at all. I'm really hoping for a grand night, maybe a $1,400 night, to really push my luck a little bit, get it up to a $2,000 week, and then tomorrow I can try to push out like another grand and make it a $3,000 week. We'll see. I'm getting a little greedy, but not greedy, but like I'm getting a little bit more pushy because it is Christmas time. So fingers crossed I do take a bit of time off for Christmas. So Christmas and New Year's, and in the beginning of the new year, I do take a little bit of time off because it's a me time. It's my me time. But yeah, it's going to be a little bit interesting to see. I'm definitely pushing it. I'm hoping I can try to get $3,000 weeks for the next couple of weeks, because I want to take a little bit of time, like a couple weeks just off without worrying. So that's why I'm going to be working Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturdays again, just to try to push those $3,000 weeks. But yeah, I'm on $600 for the nights, like week so far. So I'm going to head to work now, get a head start. I literally started getting ready 30 minutes ago. Don't know how I managed this in 30 minutes, but we're here for it. I'm here for it. I'm going to go now, and I will see you guys in a little bit. Passing you guys to Lily. Lily's going to do my intro. Yes. Well, not my intro, I'm at work now.
I'm like, if I cut them.
Okay, let me set it up cutely. Okay, hold on a sec. We can get this in there. Oh, let me not break the equipment. Okay. Oh, okay, I'm not in shot. Okay. Hi guys, I'm at the vault now, and so we're gonna start our night off really amazing. So we're gonna get that amazing vibes going, yeah. So pray to those stripper gods, like pray. So I'm here and I'm wearing the blue set. I can't show you, but here you go.
Is it the same blue set as me?
No, I'm just copying what you say. I'm wearing the same blue set that I wear like a lot because I look hot in it. With my stockings, but I can't show you guys because that is on my OnlyFreaks. Wink, wink. Go subscribe. And yeah, so I'm going to do stage. We're gonna go out there and we're gonna see what's going on, if there's regulars or if there's not. If not, have a little smoke break and then I'll come back and update you guys.
She knows.
So I'll talk to you guys later and update you. And yeah, so pray for me guys. Thank you.
Perfect, we'll see you soon. Hi guys, so it's like at 10:30. I have had a 5-minute dance with someone. He was frustrating like yesterday. The same guy, like the same sort of vibes. I tried to get him to sit up, he just wasn't sitting up. He kept trying to ask me to come home with him, which is like a normal thing, but like he was just being like, I want to kiss you, and tried to kiss me multiple times. I was like, nope, shoving his head back, so that was good fun and fresh. That one was 5 minutes, and then I had a 10-minute couples dance, and they were absolutely beautiful. One of them kept grabbing my hair very aggressively though. I was like, oh, that's enough. And then they tipped me $50 on top, which was really lovely of them. So they were really sweet, but I was like, when my hair gets touched, I'm like, please don't touch my hair. It's my one thing. I'm like, not my throat, not my hair. Just, no. That's reserved for me time, not dance time, but yes. And then I've got a regular in here. She's one of my female regulars. She watches my vlogs and she's been waiting for me to go on stage. So I'm going to go on stage next. She's got $50 into fives for me, and then she said she'll book me for a lap dance afterwards. And then I was also talking to this other couple, and she does like crocheting and stuff, and she made this really cool hat and really cool like top. But yeah, I'll see you guys in a little bit and see how much we've made. Alright guys, so I haven't updated you in a bit, but I have done a actually I did stage. I forgot to update you guys after stage. I got tipped $45, and my biggest woo girls absolutely love them. She knows who she is. Can't mention names, but she knows who she is. And then she booked me with her friend for 10 minutes as a 10-minute couples, and then tips me $15 on top. Her friend tipped me $15 on top. Plus her cotton socks, absolutely love every time they come in. They're so sweet. And then one of my really old regulars, they just booked me with their friend for his first time because I popped all of their cherries, so it was a bit cute. It's basically been my night so far. I do have a friend from school in here. She watches my vlogs and stuff, and she was like one of the only nice girls to me at school, and I absolutely love it a bit. She's so sweet. She's got a little baby. She's got a little baby now, and she's so cute. I met him the other day, and I was like, but yeah, she came in, which is really sweet. She's been texting me all afternoon, being like, I'm coming in. So that's really sweet of them. But yeah, they're a good chat. But other than that, not much going on. It's a bit dead. Alright guys, so two of my older regulars, he just booked me, he booked me for 2 pool games, topless, and then I had this other guy right at the end, he booked me for a 10. So not too bad, but it's the end of the night now. I'm absolutely starving. My hair is an absolute mess. I need to go home. I'm tired, I'm hungry, I'm getting hangry. I need to go eat a feast, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Alright guys, it is now Saturday, it is the end of the week. I'm going to go through what I made yesterday. I'm running a bit late, it's 7, where can I put you? Hello, I'll put you here. Also, I haven't brushed out my hair yet, so it's looking a little bit nuts right now. It's looking a bit, what's that girl from Cat in the Hat? I don't know. Also, Ben just sent me a Snapchat. Ben's our security guard. Ben just sent me a Snapchat, and it was of this girl, and she had like a little beard drawn on it. It was a bit cute. And she was like, oh my God, I love you. Like, I'm sorry for the beard, but I love you. So I'm gonna find out what that's about when I get to work. I think she might watch my videos or something and then ask Ben where I was, but not there yet. So that's why I'm also trying to hurry up and get down there. Yesterday, I did a 5-minute dance right at the beginning with that guy that kept, every time. Sorry. The chair's not pulled out for her to get up. There we go, look, the chair's up. Do you want me to just lift you up here? Anyways, and then I did a 10-minute dance and then 10-minute couples. The guy left me a $50 tip, 10 out of 10 for that. I then did another 10-minute couples dance with one of my like regulars. Love her, she watches all these vlogs, absolutely love her to bits. And then her friend tipped me $15. And then I did a 5-minute dance with my old regulars that they booked me a couple times. He booked me with his friend who hadn't had a lap dance yet, so I got a 5-minute dance with him. And then he ended up by booking me for 2 pool games, like topless pool games. It was so quiet, guys. Like, it was absolutely dead. I am so proud of myself for hustling this because it was absolutely dead as so many girls went home. Like, it was so dead. And then I had this chick, I didn't even tell you guys this. I had this chick had a go at me out the front for not being on stage. Like, a full go at me. And I had like my 3 regulars and then Brooklyn. And she comes out and she's like, this place is pathetic. And I was like, excuse me? She's like, it's pathetic. There's no one on stage. I'm like, well, there's no one in the club right now. Literally, there was no one in the club. Like, we were dancing for no one, and they had been in there only playing pool. They made it very clear they only wanted to play pool. They didn't want to watch the girls. They didn't want to talk to the girls. They were really rude to the girls. They weren't even able to see the stage, right? They were there for like, what, 3 hours or 2 hours or something? And I'm like, well, you could have gone and watched the stage when it was, you know, up and running. At the moment, it's closed because we're not dancing for no money. So when people come into the club, it will be open again, but we're not going to be wasting our energy dancing for no one. And she was like, and I'm like getting a little bit annoyed because she's like come out rah at me. And I'm like, absolutely not. I'm not doing this. I'm like, she's like, well, why aren't you in there? Like, why aren't you in there on stage? And I'm like, she's like, you're not doing anything. I'm like, well, I'm actually booked and so is she. We're booked, so we will not be going on stage. I was so pissed. And like, she was like, you know, like my girlfriends do this and like some of them love it and some of them do it for survival. So like, I know how sex work is. And I'm like, actually, you don't know anything about sex work until you've been a sex worker. I'm like, and to come out here and say that your friends do it for survival, number one, you should never be telling anyone what your friends do for survival or for work. I'm like, that's not okay. That's not cool. I don't like that. I'm like, and to be assuming that girls do that for survival, not on, don't love it. And like, honestly, if that's what girls have to do, that's what girls have to do. I'm lucky that I just enjoy doing what I do, but never should you sit there and be like, I know what sex work's like because my friend does it. No, you don't. You don't know shit. So don't come out here and start screaming at us for getting on stage. And then she got kicked out because she tried to get up on the pole and she's like, they kicked me out. She came out screaming and she kicked me out. I'm like, babe, you just came out here screaming at me for not being on stage. You can't get on the poles. You are not a dancer. You don't work here. You're not allowed on the poles. I was getting so crazy, and everyone like around me is just like, we're sitting there, and I would like, Brooklyn usually goes bap bap bap, but she was like letting me handle it, and I was like, because I talk very mum tone when I get cranky at someone. I get very like precise with my words. I get a little bit like deep with them. I'm like, no, I don't appreciate it. Anyways, she kept like talking very abruptly at me. I was like, I'd appreciate it if you'd bring the tone down. She's like, I don't have a tone. I was like, you do have a tone. You've come out here yelling. Now bring it down a notch, and we can have a civil conversation. And she's like, well, I'm sorry if you think that I've offended you. Like, that's not the way I was going about it. Like, I'm sorry if you feel offended. I was like, I don't appreciate the gaslighting either, honestly. I'm offended the way you've come out here screaming and yelling. I'm offended at the fact that you've called this place pathetic because you didn't want to tip for 3 hours. You didn't want to borrow us. You didn't want to talk to us. You were rude to us. And then as soon as stage stops, you get your knickers in a twist. I'm like, absolutely not. So she ended up by backing down and she got in an Uber. So that was good fun and fresh. Don't know where I was going with that. Don't know how that tied into my money count. Anyways, I had the 2 pool games and that's why I was out the front having a smoke before my 2 pool games. And then I had a 10-minute dance right at the end. So all up in commission, I made $503 and that, $3? Oh yeah, because of the, and then I got $45 in tips because I did stage 1. So all up yesterday, I made $548 for an incredibly quiet night. So 10 out of 10 for that. And then I'm going to plus on this $600 I made Thursday night. So all up, I'm sitting on $1,148 for the week. So I am hoping for a grand night tonight, or like a $900 night, and I can get up to $2,000 for the week. But we'll see. Schoolies is on, everything is on, formals are on, like all that sort of thing. So it is a bit quiet at the moment. And that's probably just the way it's going to be until it hits about December. November's always quiet because it's just so many schooling events. All the parents are out of town. Everyone's out of town. We've also got a festival Sunday in the Gold Coast, so people are probably going down tonight to be able to go to the festival tomorrow. So it's going to be a bit quiet. I was supposed to go to that festival, but it is what it is. Yeah, I'm gonna go to work now, and I will see you guys at work. My hair's brushed out. I'm also wearing that kind of aqua green set, and yeah, I'll see you guys when I'm at work and ready to make some money. Okay, so it's the beginning of the night. I brushed out my hair. It looks a lot better. Also, my camera's on 1%, so I'm gonna have to find a charger because this might be a really quick. Every time I talk, it might be super quick. So I'm so sorry if you can't listen to me when I talk really fast, but there's not really many people out there right now, but I'm gonna go scope out, see if there's any regulars, and then I'll come chat to you guys in like an hour and we'll see how we're going. Alright guys, so it's like, I don't even know what the time is, I think it's like 9:30, and I just danced for 5 girls in the lap room, so it went through as 2 couples, and then a normal one, and then they all tipped me $10 each, so I got $50 in tips, but yeah. There's not much going on right now. I'll talk to everyone in the club. There is a new group that just walked in, but they're getting a drink, and then yeah, I'll chat to them when they sit down because I don't want to like crowd them straight away. I guess so it's like at 12:30. I ended up by getting a 15-minute dance without bucks, and then they booked me for an hour up in the VIP booth, and then they booked me for another hour up in the VIP booth, but I only ended up by doing half an hour because I went home, and then I just did a 5-minute couples dance, so it's been pretty good. It's looking pretty dead right now, so I'm pretty thankful for what I've made. My hair is completely flat because I get sweaty up in my DJ booth, but yeah, I'm gonna go have a smoke because I need a break. Alright guys, it's the end of the night. I don't think I filled it in since the last time I've seen you, but I did a 10-minute couples. I think I've already talked about that, and then you left a $20 tip, and then I had a half an hour lap dance with someone who was really sweet. And then I had good old, one of my kind of regulars now, he's also like kind of friends with him, who always brings people in and he books an insane amount. He was the one that actually booked me with 10 people in the lap room at once for 5 minutes, twice, and he spent an obscene amount. I think I made like $500 in that 10 minutes. He booked me, like just tap his card, so he booked 4 of them into the, three of them into the bondage room, and then he wanted to add in 2 extra guys, which is an extra amount, so good for that. And so all up for the, I'll tell you guys when I get home, but basically it was like almost a $400 booking for that half an hour, and it was hilarious because Rhino was next door having the most romantic shower and booking of her life, and you just hear in mine, and like I let people film me if they like tip me or if they're like, if I'm okay with it, like never ever film any girl in a strip club. I only let people do it because I've given them consent. They ask me and I say, yeah, you can film me. So he was filming me the whole time, and like it was so funny because I need to ask him for those videos so I can upload them here because it's actually hilarious. And Ryder's next door having the most romantic time of her life. I've made the safe word Daddy Jessie because Jessie's up to RC. Daddy Jessie, and you just hear like my guy be like, oh my ass, oh my ass, oh my ass, oh my ass, oh my ass. No, I'm not a pussy. Joey, hit me again. Oh my ass. Oh no, I'm not a pussy. Hit me again. No, I'm fucking ass. And like I got them down the ground. I was doing horse races with them and making them bark underneath the door and whipping the hell out of them. I didn't give lap dances at all in that one. It was just more of a fun time. Booked me for half an hour, and it was so funny because Jesse's pissing himself laughing, and like because next door is the most romantic booking, and he's like, oh my ass, my ass, oh my ass. So I'm hoping I can go through those videos for you guys because they're actually hilarious. But it's the end of the night now. To 3:30. I am very tired. I need some food, but yeah, then I'll see you guys tomorrow when I'm doing my money count, and we'll see how much I made for the week. I totaled it out. Very good, very fucking good. 10 out of 10, honestly. 10 out of 10, 9. Alright guys, so let's talk about what I made on Saturday. So Saturday was probably it was an incredibly good night. I was very, very happy with what I made. 5-minute couples, a 5-minute couples, a 5-minute dance, and then that was with the 5 girls. So the 5 girls I did at the same time, and then they all tipped me $10 each. So I had $30 tipped through the till, and then $20 just in cash. And then I did a 15-minute dance, an hour in the VIP booth, and then I did a 5-minute couples with a $20 tip on top, and then a half an hour, and then I did the 5 people in the bondage room. So all up that night I made, and I made $90 in tips as well. So all up in commission I made $1,331.50, and then the 50 cents kills me, it's hilarious. And then the $90 for tips. So all up I made $1,421.50. Alright guys, I do have to go put this money in the bank and my camera just died just as I was about to record this. I'm just going to record this part and then inject it into my camera part when I film my camera part. So, all up, and this is an awful angle for me, my god, I'm so sorry. All up, look at all these hundreds. Ooh yeah, baby. Alright. So all up for the week I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8. Another 100, so 500, 5, 10, 15. So all up for the week, I made $2,515. Thank you, beautiful, so much for watching. My website for all of you OnlyFans people is linked below, so you can buy the content calendars and plan out your content. Well, just shoot the content because I've already planned it for you. And then if you guys want to buy the tipping menu to send through, keep checking back the website because I'll keep updating it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. All of my social media is also linked below, as well as the ONLYFANS social media. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you beautifuls in the next one.
Talk dirty to me.